and find passion in helping people and leave the industry of the nightclubs and make this my full-time business.
No more nightclub management, making money every day. All right. Y'all get up for all the way to 5 figures a month. Get up for quite a film. This next young lady, I have a ton of respect for as well. She actually purchased her first home. She used to drive through the neighborhood and say, one day I'm gonna. I know, because I was there with her saying, one day we're gonna. And I was like, okay, we're gonna. And then it took me about a year to realize this is where we drove through, the neighborhood developed by Miss Martha Stewart. Give it up for Miss Shana Rollins. Now, if you get blinded by her ring, she's the second young lady in the entire company to earn the $1 million residual ring. This is Shana Rollins. She's a $1 million residual ring earner. And Shana, how has this business been for you? Your confidence still?
Everything has changed. I've been working with Brian for about 18 years now. But there's something different here. Like I've always said, we have like lightning in a bottle with this company. I purchased my first home in the middle of the pandemic. And like Brian said, in the community, I always wanted, we looked at that like in 2008, I think. And I said, my first house is gonna be here. And it was. This compensation plan is amazing. It makes $5 a month, which is just outstanding. I'm able to help other people do the same. I paid off 3 cards. So I'm just giving you a rundown of all the things that MWR has been able to do for me.
Including home ownership?
Yes.
And Shana, she ain't gonna put it out there. How much per day you make now?
$400
a day. You make $400 right? So you sign up. That's one of our ways that we get paid every day in her account. $400 is her account every day. That's $12,000 a month on the minimum side, right? And it goes now all the way up to $8,500 a day. The next young man I want to bring up actually fired his boss. Done. Over. Finito. Never working again, right? One of the most highly respected leaders in the organization. Very, very eloquent. Went from teaching our children about life principles to now it's going to show how he acted 30 years early, right? He's approaching the upper echelon of our compensation plan very, very quickly. He's been in this game a long time. Give it up for Sean T. Hill.
Well, I'm going to be brief as I can be. First and foremost, isn't Brian doing an amazing
Thank you.
job?
I appreciate it.
He shared it with me similar to that, June the 9th, 2020, and shared some strategies with me. And, you know, my credit was so bad, they wouldn't even take my cash. 90 days, my credit went up 90 points. Uploaded the bills like they told me to do. I got $800 on my internet bill. But the most important thing he taught me was how to fire the people. I mean, I love teaching. I just hate education because education doesn't allow you to teach. And so he showed me some simple things. He just said, invite them to see it. Don't sell it to them. Just show them what we do. Educate on how we're helping people shift. And I did just that in 86 days. I was at a Labor Day party, and I realized that what I was being deposited from the school system was exactly what I was being deposited from this business. And I mean, honestly, to be in a position where now it's been over a year, I retired February the 3rd, 2021, been unemployed, mentally unfit to work for other people. Literally took a year off. People saw me around, but I had to catch up on life. And to be able to walk into a position where, honestly, I won't even be able to recognize our bank accounts within the next 6 months.
I'm telling you.
It's very hard to sleep. So I said I was going to bring you, I'm going to hold true to that. I'm going to get it right back to you.
All right, give it up for him. All right, Sean T. Y'all give it up for Sean T. here. All right. I'm gonna show you somebody real quick that this is the reason I want to bring him up real quick is he's the epitome of full-time job, part-time basis, part-time business makes more than full-time job. He's like the epitome of that. All right, this is someone I've known for over 30 years. Actually in first grade together. So I want y'all to help me. We're up to the front of the room. Our #1 regional producer at the regional level. We got 5 stars of regional. He's a 1-star regional. Give it up for Mr. Chuck Hartington. No, man. Oh, talk about this thing, man. Part-time? Are you kidding me?
But I love I always tell people this can be additional income. You know, if you love what you do, you have a passion for what you do what you do. But when you love to do what you do and not have to do it.
That's right.
When you love being able to show up and not have to be there. You come in with a different attitude.
Absolutely.
You come in with a different swag. You can say you love it, like, what are you talking to? You see a good chance to help people. So it's a part-time business. You work on a part-time basis, but can pay you full-time income. You just gotta follow the system. And he's the man. He came up with the system.
The system is in place. Now, see, I like EDM because we're so humble. Chuck, how much you making per day?
We make 200 a day.
He's at 6,000 a month minimum, right? He's on his way to 240 and 280 and all of that. We all just got started. So when I say just got started, this compensation plan that we're showing you, it begins today. I wanted to do all the ladies first, but I got to save this young lady for last because she's actually the first young lady in the entire company. She actually designed the $1 billion residual ring for the young ladies because she's the first to do it. She's the first to hit the highest tier in the compensation plan, which at the time was known as regional. She's the fastest to do it. She's the first to do it, and the company recognizes her as the first lady of the entire company. Y'all give it up for Miss Christy Howard. Careful, no rush, no rush, no rush. All right, Cash Fluffer. All right, she just blinged all the way around. You know, when you make the ring and you got to wear it. What has happened to you since joining MWR? How has your makeover been?
Guys, before MWR, I was bartending at the world's largest airport, which is right here in Atlanta, Hartsfield Jackson. I was getting up at 4 o'clock every single morning to be at work at 5:45 to sling Bloody Marys for people that were going on business trips. I would pray every day that I would make at least $150 to $200 a day to be able to cover my bills. After getting the MWR financial, guys, I hit up to $300 a day in this company. So I went from hoping that I would make it working 2 to 3 days a week to a guaranteed residual income every single day. But guess what, Brian? You know what hit me? I had an epiphany, right? We had our transformation event last weekend for the company. And I was able to sit there with my 18-year-old son who was in this business, right? And I asked him, I said, you know what? I said, I understand that he doesn't want to go to college, right? He wants to be an entrepreneur and make his own money off the top. I said, where do you see yourself? I showed him our compensation plan. I said, where do you see yourself by the end of this year? He said, I want to be at $280 a day. Can you imagine if we're giving our kids a head start? He's 18 years old. He has a 764 credit score and is already making close to $2,400 a month at 18 years old.
Correct.
See, we're not just talking about getting in something and getting the money for us. It's about our generation. It's about really positioning our kids to give them a head start. And that is what this company is all about. Yes, we're going to make a lot of money, but at the same time, we're going to change the lives of so many people. So where these 18-year-olds, they don't even need a makeover. We're going to have to come up with something else for them.
That's right.
Think about it. We go back 18, knowing right now how different would each of our lives be.
Yes.
How different would it be if you were 18 years old making $2,400 a month and you hadn't even graduated from high school? So I am super excited. Brian being right here, nobody has said it yet, but guys, he can be kind of humble, right? Brian is the number one income earner in the entire company. Where do you go and partner up with people that are willing to lay out the blueprint and tell you exactly what they did to achieve the type of success that he's making? Brian is about to be making
In less than 2 years.
3 years that we've been doing here.
Yeah.
Even if you got that half wrong, what's half of 45,000? Like what?
22.
By half. Matter of fact, that's by 75%. If you're making 25% of $45,000 a month, you still are doing extremely well.
That's right.
And a lot of people are doing this in addition to what they are already doing. This isn't one of those companies where we're, trying to get you into something. We're trying to get you out of something.
Good evening. I want to welcome everyone that's joined the Zoom. Thank you for taking time out to this awesome evening. And I just want to introduce our speaker right now, Mr. Charles Ivory. He is positioned to cash flow an extra 5 to 7 figures. He loves helping others. He's helping a ton of people earn double-digit returns. He's having fun. He's having a ton of fun, just exposing the rules of the wealthy. He's detail-oriented. He can answer all your questions. He is very knowledgeable when it comes to sharing information of cash flow. And also, he's the celebrity of our group, Warren Buffett of our group. We thank you, Mr. Ivory, for taking time out. I want to introduce to some. And of course, for the people that know him, we want to say welcome.
Hey, how you doing, Marion?
Doing good.
Hey, I see we got a lot of business partners on the line. That's good. Great support. But do we have any guests? Do you have any of your guests?
We do. Miss Joyce Adams.
Oh, okay.
His guest.
Okay.
Good evening.
Hey,
Thank
how
you, Joyce.
doing, Miss Joyce? All right. We have anybody
I'm
else?
well. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you for attending. Have you seen the 7-minute video yet?
No, I have not.
So this is your first time with us.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
No, but Joyce, she's seen the live presentation.
Oh,
Yes, I was
she's-
getting ready to.
Yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. Is there anybody with us that haven't seen anything?
I'm new to everything, and Miss Carla just sent me a text message, and I just joined in. My name
Okay.
is Nodela Dix.
Okay, all right. Well, I just need to know how deep we need to go into this conversation. It's always good to know if we have some new people here, because the information that we're going to share today is truly life-changing, and I don't want to shortchange anybody for an opportunity to change their life. So that's good to know that we have some new people, and if there's anybody else that is new, please go ahead on and state your city. And put a 1 in the chat so we'll know who you are. Okay, put a 1 in the chat so we'll know who you are. And thank the person that invited you to this Zoom, because this information, like I said, is life-changing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain why we're here. And then I'm gonna pause midway for you to ask questions. Please do not leave us without getting any of your questions answered. If you've seen a 7-minute video, or maybe you've seen one of our Wednesday night presentations where you didn't have the opportunity to ask your question, this is the time to get your questions answered, okay? Please get out a pen and pad and take some notes, because they say note takers are money makers. And I'm gonna go ahead on and get started with this presentation so we can move forward. All right, so give me a second. Gotta let you know, disclaimer, I have poor internet, so my slides sometimes move slow. So if my slides start to move slow, somebody let me know so we can catch up. All right. So I am the extra proud last team legacy family. So we're here today to talk about money. Whose money? We're going to talk about your money. Now, how you can make it, how you can keep it, how you can grow it, how you can save it. We're going to have a conversation that you normally should have had in school, but they don't teach this in school. Now, if you was like me, my family didn't teach me about money either, because I come from humble beginnings and we didn't have any money. So that wasn't a conversation that me and my family had. See, I grew up with this blueprint that in order to be successful, you had to go to school, make some good grades, get into college, make more good grades, find you a job with some benefits and go in early, stay in late, and commit yourself, and you can be successful. So that was the formula that I was given. The problem was I couldn't afford to go to school, so I had to make a little slight adjustment. So I joined the military, right? They say that you can be all you can be, and you'll do more before 6 a.m. than most people do all day. And that was true. But I followed the rest of the plan. I went early, I stayed late, and I committed myself to 24 years. Now, while I was in the military, I got married, I had kids, and I was living paycheck behind a paycheck sometimes. Got myself in a little trouble using credit cards as emergency funds just to get by. I retired from the military, living paycheck to paycheck. Now, that was actually a come up for me, living paycheck to paycheck instead of living paycheck behind a paycheck. My money did at least go to the end of the month and it'll recycle over again. But it wasn't the lifestyle that I desired. It wasn't the plan that I had for myself until I ran into a young man that showed me that wealth is possible for everybody. The thing is, you got to be able to understand the formula to wealth. And so wealth principle 101 is really simple. All you got to is get you some cash, build, grow, or buy an asset that's going to produce more cash flow. All right, seems simple. Get some cash, build, grow, or buy an asset to get more cash flow. Now, cash flow is different than income because income is measured in dollars. Cash flow is measured in time. So it's not about how much money you make, it's all about how much money you keep. And so to explain that, you could be dollars, but if your expenses is $2 million, then your cash flow is only good for 6 months. Now you can make a whole lot less money, but your expenses is a lot less as well. So if you earn $80,000 a year, but your cash flow is $40,000 a year, your expenses is $40,000 a year, then your cash flow would last you 2 years. So it's all about cash flow. And this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to show you how to save, make, and grow your cash flow. This is very important. So when I met with this young man, he explained this wealth principle to me. He says, Ivory, hey, it's not as hard as you think. It's somebody robbing you of your money and you got to get your money back from them. Now, the person that told me this, his name is Brian N. Bean, and he's the founder of the Extra Digit Movement. Now, the Extra Digit Movement is a group of people with all walks of life. We're single moms, dads, school teachers, lawyers, realtors, service members. We got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. We have everybody, college student, you name it, we have it in this organization. And what Brian did was show us how to add an extra digit to our income. So I want you to think about that. If you're making 3 figures a week, what would happen if you made 4 figures a week? If you're making 5 figures a month, what about 6 figures a month, right? So we're trying to add an extra digit to everyone's income. Now, Brian is the perfect example. Years old, he earned his first $1 million, lost it due to some information that he didn't understand, which was how to keep his money. Didn't keep good records, so the IRS came and robbed him of his millions. But hey, he was able to make it back in his early 30s. And he made a promise to himself that if he can get this money back, he would show everybody how to make it, but also how to keep it, right? He's the fastest and the highest income earner in the company. He's earning $1,000 a day plus with some additional bonuses. And I'm gonna go into that later on in the presentation. He is the second $1 million residual ring club earner, but he was the fastest to earn it. And not only did he earn it, he had a group of people that he brought with him to earn it as well. So in this organization, we have $5 million Ring Club earners, which is more than anybody have in the entire company. Now, Brian Bean partnered with another Brian name, which is Mr. Brian House. He's the CEO and founder with Adamo, built this umbrella to show people how to gain wealth. And this is why we call ourselves the ultimate cash flow company. Now, Brian Bean, Brian House, and Adamo Tosin, man, they have over 50 years of experience, so they know what they're talking about. And Brian House does it big, man. When I tell you he does it big, this is like his fourth multi-million-dollar company. Now, he's built this company, and under the umbrella, he has a ton of professionals in all areas of your finances to help you increase your cash flow, create more cash flow, and then multiply your cash flow. Now, a team of experts, I want you to think about these. Licensed professionals, we got CPAs, CFPs, we have enrolled agents with the IRS. We have a team of debt eliminations, bill negotiation. We have a credit repair company underneath this umbrella, and we have tons of investments. So everything that you need is under the roof of MWR Financial. So here's what we have for you guys. For $149.97, we're just going to get the price out of the way because you probably thought that this was going to be very expensive. But I don't want you to think about price. I want you to think about value, okay? Because value is what's important. Now, I showed you 3 cash flow streams, but for $149.97, you of the cash flow streams, we're going to show you how to cash flow, and we're going to show you how to multiply your cash flow. So in the increased portion, we're going to show you how to reduce your taxes, lower your bills, eliminate your debt. Now listen to the sound of that. Eliminate your debt. I want you to think about how much cash flow you'll have if your debt was 0. We're going to show you how to raise your credit scores, and then we're going to also offer some of you the keys to home ownership. Now, with all of this, your cash flow is going to increase. Now, when it comes to multiplying, we're going to show you how to grow your cash flow by showing you diversified cash flow funds, private reserves account, land banking, show you trust funds and how to manage trades. Now, here's cash flow stream number 1 and how it works, right? In order for your cash flow to go up, 3 things must come down. Your taxes, your debt, and your expenses has to come down. Now, at the same time, we're lowering those 3 things. Your income, your credit scores, and your assets are going to go up. So I want you to think about this for a minute. Taxes, which is your largest expense. Most people don't realize that when it comes to your large expense, most people think it's the mortgage or it's the car note or it's the student loans. Maybe you got some credit card bills, but it's your taxes. The reason why most people never mention taxes is because it comes out in bite-sized pieces sometimes. But I want you to think about your check if you're working. Hold on, let me see if I can mute everybody real quick. All right. All right, I want you to think about your check. When you earn your check, you have your gross amount, which is the amount of money you earn on the job, and then you have the net amount, which is the money that you take home. And in between that, you have federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and the taxes. Now, that's coming out of your check before your money even hits the bank. So the government already have their hands in your pocket, guys. Now, when your money do hit the bank, when you take it out of the bank, you go to the store, there's sales taxes. You buy that home, there's property taxes. You get a car, there's ad valorem taxes. There's 97 different types of taxes. I can't go over them all, but you guys get the idea. We got city taxes, local taxes. We got inheritance taxes, capital gain taxes. You know, there's a lot of taxes. So when you add them all up, and trust me, just take 1 month and add up all your taxes, you'll see that you're losing 1/3 of your income to taxes. That's a lot of money. Now, taxes is the reason why you have your second largest expense, which is debt. Because if you want that home, you go get a loan. You want that car, you go get a loan. You want that education, you take out loans. But every time you take out a loan, it comes with a penalty called interest. Now, if you're taking notes, I want you to really get this down. Interest is the penalty that you pay to have the right to own something in advance that you really can't afford. So we got to get that down, right? And then that's taking the second 1/3 of your income. So let's kind of recap. If taxes taking the first 1/3, that's like working from January to April, 1/3 of the year. And if debt is taking the second 1/3, we're working from May to September. Now, here comes your expenses that we need to lower, because that's like working from October to December, because your expenses is due to capitalism, right? We live in a country of capitalism, and there's nothing wrong with capitalism. The problem is if you don't really understand how capitalism works, everybody that do capitalize off of you. So that's why in this country, every single month, there is a big spending event or a holiday that capitalism wants you to participate in. We're ending the month of February. Remember, we spent a lot of monies on flower, hearts, and candy, right, for Valentine's Day. And then next month is March. Kids are going to start going on spring break. I live down here in southern Georgia. We're going to turn our rivers green for St. Patrick's Day. Some people down in Louisiana are going to be celebrating Mardi Gras. That's a big spending event. And then in April, chocolate bunnies, Easter eggs, Sunday suits. Everybody going to be dressing up for Easter. May, Mother's Day, June, Father's Day, July, Independence Day. August, another big spending event. Kids are going back to school. We spend a lot of money on that. September, Labor Day, October for Halloween, November. I mean, we supposed to be celebrating Thanksgiving, but now stores are open up early on Thursday. So you got Brown Thursday, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, Tech Tuesday. Come on, guys. In December, during Christmas, in January, hey, we back at New Year's and we start this cycle all over. So you gotta see where your money is going, right? So now that you know where your money is going, who's taking it, how about letting us show you how to get it back, okay? So I want you guys to think about that. And while you're thinking about that, just know that when it comes to taxes, our members save in taxes almost $200 to $60 your paycheck. When it comes to debt elimination, the average member eliminates over $64,000 in debt. Just think about that. Just think about that for a minute. And then with the credit scores, you know, our credit scores go up about an average of 140 something points. With bill negotiation, we're saving about $140 a month. So that's a lot of value in what we offer for such a small price. Okay, so I want you guys to think about that. Our members as a whole, with all of our products that we have, save about $2,000 per month. So I want you to think about giving up 3 figures for 4 figures. Okay, think about value. Now, we also added in keys to home ownership. Owning a home is really difficult nowadays in America, you know, because we're becoming more of a renter's company. But you live in America, and the American dream is to have a home with a picket fence, right? This is what we all want. But a lot of us have challenges, you know. We got credit card, may not have our debt to, or we may not have the money for the down payment, or we can't get funding. So whatever the hurdles you have these days right now when it comes to purchasing a home. We found a solution to that. So if your credit score is not up to par, we're going to help you with that. If you don't have the down payment, because most banks want you to put up 20%, 10 to 20%, right? If you don't have that, we want to show you how to get some additional income or take some more of your cash flow and add it up so you can have that. If your debt to income ratio is not balanced, well, we're going to show you how to eliminate your debt, right? So we found a solution to most people's problems when it comes to home ownership. So this is something I think that we can help many of Americans with. And, you know, I'm really excited about this product right here. So even if you can't afford the home, we can put you in a situation that while you're renting a home that you choose, a home that's going to help you find, that rent money will go towards your home until you're in position to purchase it yourself, right? So I'm really excited about that. Now, this is my personal testimony. Since I've been with MWR Financial, you know, I like to call it my financial makeover. This company has helped me and my wife increase our credit scores into the 800. We was like mid 700s prior to that. We was able to earn enough income by sharing the information with others to where we was able to purchase land in cash. You know, we're building our new dream home because we paid off our existing home. We became debt free, and I'll share all that with you later on in the presentation. And now we're earning 5 figures a month, enough to where both of us was able to quit our job. So this is all about cash flow stream number 1. So I'm gonna take a break right here because if you have any questions on how we can help you save your money, I want you to ask that right now. You know, so we're dealing with taxes, debt, credit scores, and your so any questions so far? Going once, going twice. And if not, is there any associates that are on the line that would like to share a testimony in one of those products, whether it's a tax or a credit or a debt elimination? Anybody willing to share at this time for our guests? Raise your virtual hand. Okay. Sonia Howard. Okay, Sonia Howard. Hey, welcome. Let me put you in a position where you can unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sonia. How you doing?
Okay, excellent, amazing. These beautiful people, listen, for MWR, I was just like most of you, right? I had no clue that I could actually decrease my taxes. And to be honest with you, I didn't even want to touch it because I was kind of fearful of the IRS coming after me. But now being in MWR Financial, I'm telling you, the information is unbelievable. The information has changed our lives. We have decreased our taxes, expenses, and debt. Between my husband and I, we saved like $1,000 a month. So that's $12,000 a year back into our monthly paychecks. So, I mean, just correcting our W-4 has helped us to alleviate debt that is unbelievable. We have maximized, we have have increased our credit scores. My husband went from a 742 to an 809. I went from a 798 to an 831. My son went from a 600 to a 749. I mean, so just by doing that has really just raised our eyebrows and just actually got excited and told as many people as possible. But I'm telling you, the information is real. I would just admonish everyone to just take a look at this, a serious look at this, and truly get this financial makeover. Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, Miss Regina Turner, if you can come on camera, I can put you on spotlight so you can come share your testimony for us. Dr. Regina Turner. Okay, while she come on camera, I'm gonna go ahead on and bring Miss Fatima. Okay, Miss Fatima, how you doing? Put you in position so you can unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm better than amazing.
Good. So, yeah, so I just wanted to like come on and just kind of share my story, my experience. Since I've been not even 2 months yet, and I did my instant pay raise. So I ended up getting back $521 into my paycheck. And then I also was able to lower my internet bill with the bill negotiator, and they ended up saving me $805 over the course of 2 years. And then, but the best part was getting my credit score raised, because I was having difficulties with my credit previously, and they were able to help me raise my credit score up to up 55 points. So I went from a 697 to a 750, 752, somewhere around there. So I'm super excited about that. And then I even got an email today, a message from the experts who are actually monitoring my business expenses. So that's like really good to know that you have experts on your team that's able to help you. And I mean, you're like everyone says, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So I'm very thankful for this company.
Well, you said something. You said you got your bills lower. We didn't really talk too much about bill shredder. Can you kind of, explain that to us? How does that work? How was you able to get your bills lowered?
So basically what I did was I went onto my personal sites through MWR, and I took my recent bill and I uploaded it on there. And I think within like 48 hours, within 24 hours, I had an email letting me know that they received my bill and they're going to negotiate. And then within the next 24 hours, they were able to negotiate it. And they sent me back a message letting me know how much they saved me. So I was like really excited.
Wow, in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Just an upload.
Just upload it on there.
So, well, how long did it take you to get this pay raise? What you have to do for that? Because you
that didn't take long either. I think like by my next pay period, I had it. I had that increase in my paycheck.
What did you have to do for that?
Just upload my last 2 pay stubs and my last tax return.
All we doing is just uploading.
That's it.
Hey, that's called winning. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, guys, this is all we're doing is we're just uploading documents. And just like Ms. Fatima said, if you can upload to Facebook and Instagram or YouTube or any of those social media sites, you can upload 2 pay stubs. You can upload your bills, right? So, hey, let's get that started. It's really, guys, just that simple. Our experts are experts for a reason. So it's really not hard. It's really not hard at all. And we got some amazing people with some amazing testimonies. Maybe later on, some people may share some more stuff. If you would like to share, I have to put you on camera. That's the only way that I can spotlight you, to put you on camera. Now, for those of you that want to throw some fuel on the fire and you want to create some cash flow. Now, we showed you how to increase and multiply. Well, we're going to get to the multiplication a little bit later, but you get those $900 where you can be a business owner. Now, as a business owner, value expense, which is taxes, by taking home-based business deductions. Now, what that means, ladies and gentlemen, money that you're spending anyway on a daily basis now can become tax deductible items to where you can file them on your taxes for your refund. And we don't like to say refund, we like to say rebate, because a refund is you getting your money back again, but a rebate is when you purchase something and then the company sends you money back. So we like to say tax rebates. So if you have a mortgage or you have some rent, hey, let's calculate some square footage of your home that you're already using, you're already paying mortgage, you already found some of that money, probably internet, cable, home security system, all income, your number one expense, and bring more money back into your household. Hey, if you're eating out, hey, that can be a tax deductible expense. If you have a car, that can be a tax deductible expense. So you already spending this money. The problem is nobody ever taught you how to take ordinary expenses and turn them into home-based business deductions. So again, for just $100 upgrade fee from $149 to $249, one time membership, you can business deductions, but most of all, you can earn income. You can earn some income by just sharing this information by being a business owner. Now you're probably saying, Charles, what is the business? Well, this is the business. You're looking at it. Somebody exposed the information to you. I'm here educating you on it. And then MWR Financial is going to execute the plan like they did for Ms. Howard and Ms. Fatima, right? So let's get into the income portion, right? Because this is what most of you are here for, how to increase your cash flow with some business income. Somebody put in the chat, Charles, show me the money, right? All right, so I'm gonna show you the money. So when you share the information with other people and they decide to partner with you in business, we pay you a $50 sponsor on the team by way of you, okay, partner with you in 30 days. The company will issue you out a $150 momentum bonus, success, love, speed. So I want you to hear what's going on. You're going to earn $50 per member, so that's already $150, and then the company is going to throw you a bonus of $150 on top of that. So that's $300 that you made in just your first 30 days, okay? Now, it's all, we'll help one another grow. So if you can help your three sponsors or QFDs do the exact same thing that you did within 60 days, hey, the company is going to pay you a $450 momentum bonus. And if we just duplicate that again one more time, you get $900. So that's a total of $1,500 in your first 90 days. That'll cover your membership, guys, for the remainder of the. So here's how it works. It's you plus 3, right? And then when 3, you're now at $600 per month. That's $20 a day if you have this one outside customer. So it's 3 plus one outside customer equals $150 a month. That pays the $149 membership. And then when you help these guys grow, you're at $600 a month, right? In additional cash flow. It gets even better because once you get to level 2 in our organization, you also eligible for the $300 performance bonus. So what that means is as your team grows by the number 6, you get $300 per week. Now, you don't have to personally get these 6. Remember, you got 3 people that got 3 people. So once any of those 12 put in 6 people, hey, you got $300 per week coming in on top of the $20 per day. And I'm going to show you how to break down this plan works. Now, once you get to our third level, and I'm just kind of going over the bonuses, we get the daily pay, you get the momentum bonus, you get the performance bonus, but now we have what we call a leadership bonus. This is our coded bonus. So depending on your rank in the organization, you can make anywhere between $30 per member coming into your organization that you don't even know, all the way up to $150. Again, Fatima said it best, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. So just thinking about people that you don't even know contributing to the growth of your daily pay. Just think about that. So here's how this, we got 3 tier plan. So tier 1 is our executive level comp plan. So you can earn anywhere between $5 a day to $150 a day. And yes, $5 a day is very important. In order for you to earn $5 a day residually, you have to have $144 $144,000 in the bank in order to make that same $5 daily. Okay, so but it pays your membership, so now your business is self-funded. When we get to level 2, like I said before, you have the performance bonus with $300 per week. Level 3 gives you the leadership bonus, and then it goes on and on and on. So you can get up to $150 per day, $54,000 per year. Guys, this is full-time income on a part-time basis. Okay, now for those of you that want to get into the 6-figure category, this is our regional rank. This is our second tier, I like to call it. You can earn anywhere between $200 per day up to $1,000 per day. Now at star level 2 regional director, this is where you can earn and get into the elite club of the $1 Million Residual Ring Club. Okay, now what that does is it signifies you having $1 million in the bank growing at 8%. So just think about this. Now you're making income without labor. You're earning income without labor. Me personally, when I got to this level, that's when I fired my boss, because now I'm earning the income without working. So this is what the ring looks like. Okay. And I was able to earn that in a short amount of time just because I was motivated, so excited. And what this company did for me, I shared with anybody that was listening, right? So now imagine making $1,000 a day, guys. That's $30,000 a month. You're almost at $500,000 a year, $365,000 per year. Now, we already have somebody at this level, so it's already been tried, tested, and true. You can get there, right? And then for those of you that want to be in the top 5% income earners, let's get to our national ranks, right? You can earn anywhere between $1,500 daily to $15,000 daily. Hey, you're in the top 5% income earners in the world. So our compensation plan is second to none, guys. Second to none. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when all of these bonuses and daily pays and codes come together. This is Brian Bean. This is my mentor. This is the guy that I talked about earlier. He's earning $1,000 a day in daily pay, but because he has the momentum bonus and he has the leadership bonus coming in, hey, these are daily pay screenshots. $3,260. That was made in one day. $6,770. That was earned in one day, guys. $11,410, guys. This was earned in one day. In one day. Just think about this. So how it works. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like right here. All these leadership bonus, leadership, right? $30 a day. and you can earn all the way up to 150. So when certain people hit certain levels in the comp plan, when they bring somebody in, you get paid. Now, all of these are leadership bonuses, $50, $100, $30, and then here comes the daily guarantee. Did I mention that our daily pay is guaranteed? It comes every single day like clockwork. You ain't gotta hope and wish that it's coming. It's coming. So there's this $1,000 that he's gonna get. And then after they paid him at 5 o'clock, people were still coming in. This is one day, guys. This is one daily pay, 50, 50, 30, 70, 30, 70. This is what it looks like, man. It's exciting. You're going to get a message on your text phone. Look at me. I'm so excited. I can't hardly talk. You're going to get a message on your cell phone, a text message on your cell phone, that congratulating you when you hit certain levels, right? So as you can see here, this is somebody just getting started with $5 a day, but then one day, look at the bottom, they was at 20. Here's somebody that was at $200 a day, and then look, the next day, they was at 300. And then here's somebody that was at 5 and then jumped to $1,000 the next day. So this is what it looks like. This is exciting, guys. And here's my personal story when it comes to how I became the 5th $1 Million Residual Ring Club earner. I joined the company just a little over 3 years ago, October 26th of 2019. Now, when I joined the company, I didn't know that I was going to get laid off my job. I got laid off my job. It was temporary because it was during the middle of the pandemic. I worked on a military installation. We have to protect the soldiers, so they told us to go home until the military got their stuff together. But the problem is they let me go without pay. Thank God I came in 5 months early and I was able to build an income that matched, well, actually double the income that I was making when I lost the job. But then fast forward 90 days later, I was at $9,000 per month. And that's when I decided, when I went back in, I fired my boss. But here's the beauty and the blessing about it. Hey, it wasn't just me. I didn't just go fire my boss, but my wife, who's my business partner, she actually went in and fired her boss as well. So I want you guys to see this, and I'm posting this because I want you to see that it's not hard if you put your mind to it, all right? When you put your mind to it. My first $5 a day came November the 6th. And then just a few weeks later, November 29th, I was at $20 a day, $600 a month. Fast forward almost a month later, December 25th, I was at $30 a day. Merry Christmas, right? And then a couple of weeks later, January the 3rd, you know, not really a full whole week, right? $50 a day. And then when I got called back to work in July, I was at $9,000 a day. Hey, I mean, $9,000 a month. Hey, it was a wrap for me. Okay. Now, I'm not the only one, guys. We have a ton of people in our organization that fired their boss. Just to name a few, Gail Andrews, who used to work for the IRS, fired her boss. Christy Howard, the first female $1 million residual female ring earner, fired her boss. She was a bartender in Atlanta airport. Sean T. Hill, Dr. T. Hill, retired as a school teacher early. He fired his boss. I mean, so I want you to think about this. How would you feel and how would you like to fire your boss? Hey, let's make a production out of it because that's what we do, right? So that's how we earn income. So now let's get to the multiplying because this is important. So I showed you how to save some money, getting your own money back, show you how we make money just by exposing the information to other people. Now I'm going to show you how to take all that cash flow and make it grow passively. So this is when we do something one time and it just continuously grow. We have the diversified cash flow fund. This is like having a savings account that's on steroids, okay? Your saving account, if you put in the chat what you're earning from the bank with your savings account. Just put in the chat. What type of interest are you earning from the bank with your savings account right now? This savings account is guaranteed 4%. It's like supercharged, all right? Or my CEO says on steroids, right? So the good thing about this, now you become the bank. You can borrow from yourself. And then as you pay yourself back, hey, your money is still growing at whatever amount was in there prior to you taking it out. So your money never leaves your bank. Once you put it in there, it's locked. It stays in your bank. Even when you take it out the bank, the amount stays in the bank growing interest at 4% minimum. Then we got manage my trades. This is where we done dipped and dabbled into the Forex market with foreign currency. So now we're trading all around the world with your money. Now, here's the good thing about it. You don't have to know anything about trading. You don't have to sit up hours of the night watching the market open and close. We do that for you. Then we have trust my assets. Now, this is where we get into the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers type of money right here. This is where we show you how to control everything but own nothing, right? This makes you bulletproof, and I'm gonna go over that. We have private reserve account, another way for you to become your own bank, but it's more long-term for retirement because you guys got to prepare for retirement. We already went over the real estate, and then we also purchased land in the path of growth. I want you to think about purchasing land where you already know that they're going to be building on. And right now we're focusing on Antelope Valley, California. Why? That's the hottest land being developed right now. You know, it's in Southern California, about 60 miles outside of Los Angeles. Warren Buffett just dumped $2.5 billion with a B dollars down there in Antelope Valley for a solar transit system that's going from LA to Las Vegas. The military and NASA then already set up shop, so plenty of jobs, communities growing out there. The U.S. Olympics in 2028 is scheduled to be down there in Southern California. So you may want to get some land down there. It's the hottest land growing. Now, our company goes and buy all this land wholesale, sell it to you wholesale, and just imagine Walmart knocking on your door saying, hey, Ms. Douglas, we're getting ready to build in this area right here, and we found out that you own the deed to this property, and we like to offer you a handsome amount for you to sell that land to us. I mean, come on, guys, this is guaranteed, and we would never put your money at risk. So all of our investment comes with minimum to no risk. And when I say minimum, it's like small, you know. When we start trading assets, you know, you may have some ups and downs, but the way they do it, you won't even feel it. You won't even feel the down, because when something is down, something is always up. So we make sure we take care of your money. Now, this is the best thing going, guys, this trust. And I didn't really understand how trust worked, but this kills your number one expense. Remember, your number one expense is taxes. It's taking 1/3 of your income. We can put you in position to where you pay 0 to 5% in taxes. Now, here's the plan, and I think this is beautiful. Setting you up a 3-trust system where you got a business trust, a family trust, and a foundation trust, which is really a 501(c), which is a nonprofit. So just understand all the income that you make, you put it in your business trust. So now your business make the money, not you. But of course, your business don't want to pay taxes on the money that it earns. So it gives a donation to the family trust, 100% donation to your family trust. Now, these are your trustees. This is your family, right? Now, this is where you're going to pay your bills out of. The the car note, the mortgage, your rent, your credit cards, all this. You pay your bills out of the family trust. And then what's left, guess what happens? The family trust make a donation to the nonprofit, which is non-taxable, right? So now you done shifted your money. This is income shifting at its best. And now, because all your money is housed in the foundation trust, hey, you're bulletproof and you're not taxable, right? So I just want you to think about that. Getting back to land banking, I told you that you'll have a deed. This is what it'll look like. This is Dana Turnquest and Angela Johnson. Hey, they waiting on Walmart, Targets, and all these people to come knocking on their door. They already in the way. They in the middle of production. And that's what we like to call ourselves, being in the way, right? When it comes to knowing better and doing better, hey, this is my son, Cameron. He's 4 years old now, but when he was 3, hey, I opened up him a private reserve account so he can be his own bank. He ain't buying nothing right now. So, but he's the youngest investor in our family. He, at 3 years old, he invests $500 of his money to his own retirement account. And when I say the boy makes his own money, I mean the boy makes his own money in my Coming to American voice, right? Okay, so this is what his account looks like. And yes, I opened up a second account for him. And this is the money that he earns. He earns $50 a day. He gets paid every 3 days. He's also a 3-star executive director, so he gets those leadership bonus. He gets the momentum bonuses along with his daily pay. So here's a snapshot where he's getting paid $468, $298, $58. Hey, this kid pays for his own private education. Yeah, that comes out of his account. So here's my story on taxes. Remember all of those deductions I was talking about by owning the business, reducing your taxable income. I took $120,000 income down to 56, which got a rebate of $13,000, right? In state, I took it all the way down and got $4,000. I was $80,000 in credit card debt. I had 4 credit cards with Bank of America, and trust me, all of them had a balance on it. You know, once I had got to a certain level on one credit card, I needed another one. So I opened up another one, then I opened up another. I told you guys, I was in bad shape using credit cards as emergency fund. But hey, I was able to pay everything off. I kept increasing the limits. I mean, just look at this. I was in bad shape. $60,000 credit card limit, $9,000, $6,000, $26,000. I kept upping the limit because I needed more money. I was just digging a hole for myself. But hey, the good thing about all of this, guys, is that, you know, you got a team that's invested in your success so much that we're supporting you. The last thing you ever have to worry about is support. Throughout the extra digit movement, we have over 100 years of experience. You know, we're trained by the GOAT, the greatest trainer of all times, right? So you're going to get online, offline support, virtual team addresses. We do that every month. We do weekly training for newcomers every Wednesday. We got text message campaigns that help you share this information with others. What to say, how to say it, when to say it. We got online funnels coming out to where the system works for you instead of you trying to work the system. The system now will work for you. Community forums, quarterly conferences. We got one scheduled next month in March, right? The 24th to the 26th. We believe in living a legacy, not just leaving it, but to live the legacy, right? Now, for those of you that are watching this for the first time, this is some life-changing information, and I don't want you to have the mental blocks. You know, some of you guys are going to be worrying about what other people are going to be thinking about you. It doesn't even matter, because 9 times out of 10, the person that you're worried about how they feel about you, you probably don't want to be in an income situation anyway. Some of you are going to confuse yourself between another expense or an investment. See, this is an investment, right? You heard Miss Fatima, she got back $521 by her next paycheck off of a $149 investment. I want you to think about that. She took $149 and got back $520. I want you to think about that, right? This is an investment. This is where you expect to get a return on your investment. You just heard me. I just showed you. I 4 credit cards with large limits, but zero balance. I was in $80,000 worth of credit card debt, but the experts pulled me out of debt for $149 a month. Pulled me down from $80,000 worth of debt. Now, not only did they take me out of $80,000 worth of credit card debt, but they helped me knock off a 30-year mortgage 14 years early, right? This is an investment. Now, I don't want you to think about this. Well, I want you to think about it, but to not make a decision is a decision, okay? It is a decision to not make one, right? And for those of you that like to pray about it first, and that's okay, prayer is needed. Prayer is needed. But chances are, if you're the type of person that prays about things, I am almost 100% sure that you probably prayed for prosperity, because that's one of the prayers that we all pray for, right? Wealth and health. So when you pray for something and you get an opportunity like this is called an answer. This is called confirmation, right? This is confirmation from up above that this is what you need to do. So I want you guys to think about that. Don't miss an opportunity. And I'm going to open it up one more time. If there's any members on here that would like to share their experience before I open it for the last time for questions. So if you are a member and you would like to share your testimony, raise your virtual hand. I need you on camera so I can pull you up and let us know what's happened to you. And I done saw some people out there that I think you need to hear from. One of them got 6 kids, but he's always driving, so I don't know if he's available. And then I know I seen one that's from the islands, but she may be driving too because I don't see her on camera. But anybody want to share? If not, I'm going to open it up for questions for the new people. Going once, going twice. No question? Uh-oh, I see a hand raised. Jason Thomas, can you come off camera? If not, I'm gonna unmute. There you go. Yeah, we need to see your smiling face. How you doing, sir? Can you unmute yourself? Jason Thomas, like he's frozen. You should be able to unmute yourself. Hello. Now you muted yourself. You just muted yourself. Okay, now unmute.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, the first time I didn't know what was going on. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can see you and I can hear you.
This internet is pretty slow over here. So if you can't hear me, just let me know. But man, it's been a fabulous that you've been doing. So you, Mr. Ivory, thank you, Ms. Douglas, for sharing this opportunity and hosting this event tonight. But yeah, like Mr. Ivory said, and like Sonia talked about earlier, and Fatima, the experts was able to put more money into my paycheck by me uploading just 2 simple documents, my test and my, got me an extra 200 numbers, one person 200 like myself. Another person got 600, another person got 21. Everybody's situation is different. What I love about these experts, Mr. Ivory, is that they customize each person's financial makeover for themselves. And so somebody like me with 6 kids is different than Marion or yourself with 1 4-year-old. And so I really like that because it's not a cookie cutter type thing where everybody just gets thrown into and the experts just spit out something that's supposed to be generic. You know, my financial goals are not the same as everybody on here. And so that I think that was very impactful. I shared this opportunity with so many people that the experts not only improve my cash flow, my income, but they also helped me with my cash flow. They were able to get me money back from my T-Mobile cell phone bill. They also was able to eliminate my debt within the first 3 months of being with this company. So I had no debt. And they all were able to have to work more wealth money instead of just letting it sit there in a savings account with my private reserve account. So the experts services have been one. Like you said, the icing on the cake. With more income coming in from sharing this information is because I think people about it. They pay me $20 a day, $600 a month. So total, I cash flow $800 per month within the first 60 days company. So I don't have a job. I actually give out raises of $800 per month within your first 60 days. I would like to know what job that is, but I know in the military, you cannot get a pay raise within your first 60 days of working a position that equals $800. So I got that with this company. I see that money every month. The company is not only positioned me for wealth, but they're paying off a car that I recently bought. I purchased a car for my wife, cash. And I'm looking forward to getting into the diversified cash flow fund and getting into that land banking, getting into that Forex and manage my trade, and getting into that trust my assets, because all of that, I mean, think about it, Charles, every single one of those programs and every single program we have is actually worth more than $150. And we get all of it and more with $150 a month investment. So I appreciate the opportunity of sharing this, my testimony, and I look forward to everybody's testimony coming forward into fruition, especially those guests that we have on tonight. Thank you.
Hey, Jason, I appreciate it. For some people that don't understand what he was saying, because I know he sounded like he was underwater, but Jason got a $200 pay raise. He shared the information and got $600. He bought a car in cash. Hey, he's looking forward to investing. Hey, the guy is doing it big, and he got his pay raise, the $800 within 60 days. So that's the moral of the story. Hey, Jason, I appreciate you, man. You're doing big things. Continue to share this information with as many people as you can. Thank you, sir. Hey, I got one more, Mr. Brian Woods. Mr. Brian Woods, if you could give us your 30-second testimony for us, please. Hey, I like that MWR hat, sir. Go ahead on it and try to unmute yourself. You should be in position.
Hey, how y'all doing out today, Charles?
Hey, better than amazing, sir. If I was doing any better, I need a
awesome.
twin.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on, man. You're doing an awesome job tonight. I want to let you know that. For me, I'll tell you this. I joined about 3 years ago, and I remember I had a conversation with you, Charles. And that conversation was, Charles, do you think I could be able to walk away from my career that I've been doing over 20-some years serving in the uniform service? And you told me, you said, Brian, if you really put some muscle to this thing, I think you can walk away from your job in a year. And from that talk that we had, I want to say 3 years after the date that we said I was going to walk away, I walked away from my job and was able to still live the lifestyle I wanted. My current lifestyle was secured, and I was able to start to save 4 figures I had never been able to save before. And I was thankful to be able to have the education. The education was the biggest key. And the biggest key I would tell anybody in this is be the product of the product and follow the steps. They are proven, and you can be just like me and don't have to work if you don't want to. But I love helping people. And that's why I like to spread this information.
Hey, thank you, Brian, man. I think one of the powerful things you said was to be a product of the product. Hey, and thank you for sharing that you were able to also fire your boss and walk away as well. And he's not the only one. Derek Ray is on the line here too, but we've been going over an hour. So I really want to end it with any questions from any of the guests, because I don't want you to walk away from this Zoom with any questions. So lay it all out. There's no such thing as a silly question, except for the one that's not answered. So we're here to educate you. So if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and let us know. So I'm gonna put everybody in position to where you can unmute yourself. Okay, so just unmute yourself and ask your questions. All right, no questions? I'm going through the chats right now just to see if anybody had a question in the chat. All right, nobody. If that's it? All right. Well, if there's no question, hey, we got 30 people with us today. That's awesome. Thank you for showing up. Okay. Well, Miss Marion, I want to thank you for hosting this Zoom. I think it's very unselfish of you to be able to share something that's so powerful with other people. So I'm gonna leave you with the closing words.
Thank you, Mr. Ivory, and thank everyone that has took time out to hear this amazing information. I just want to say personally, since I've been in MWR, my credit score has went up 215 points. And when I started, I wasn't working at the time, but then when I did start as a W-2 earner, I was able to get $400 back a month. So I was able to sell a home and purchase a new home. So I'm in the process of my business is self-funded and I'm growing my business. And I just want to say thank you very much for your time. And I'm new to this team, and thank you for accepting us and everybody that's on our team. And so I just want to say Extradigital Movement, I'm proud to be a part of this, and I'm excited about introducing this to others. And I just want to say thank you for doing such an exceptional job. And Mr. Ivory, of course, we know he is a product of the product. I just thank you so much for your time. And I just love each and every one that's here sharing this information tonight. Appreciate all the testimonies and all the support. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me, Marion. So, hey, I'm gonna leave it open for a while in case anybody want to say something as y'all chime off. And matter of fact, I am going to give you back the control of the Zoom.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything you want to share?